Okay, so now that we've got our figures made and everything, we're going to go back here to our iceberg and enhance it a little bit so that it looks more like ice and a berg, as it were. So I'm going to be using electric blue airbrush color, and also we're going to go back over with a pearl sheen that kind of gives it that icy look. So got my handy dandy airbrush here, and so let's just do it. Make sure when you start out airbrushing, you always wrap your airbrush around here. I've seen people where they do it and it's down dangling like this, and you're going to get it in the way. So just wrap it around your arm. That's a Frances Kuiper, the cake lady tip that I learned years ago. So anyways, I do it at about a medium level, but so go ahead and load up your brush. Doesn't take a lot, but start out slow, and always kind of check on paper towel just to see if it's going to be, let's tone it down a little bit. See if it's going to come out too fast, too, sputtery, so you can kind of get an idea. Okay, so I like to start in the back, just kind of, and the thing with icebergs is it's all the creases that are actually blue, not the whole thing, just the creases. You're just adding a little bit of interest and color to it, a little bit of depth. So if you follow along where you have, where you've put little creases in there, that's really all you need. Maybe a little bit along the bottom and a little bit on your little rock here. It doesn't take much because we're going to go over this, like I said, with the pearl sheen, and that's going to just bring it up. But it's all those crevices in the ice that actually give it the look of ice that makes it look blue. It's a reflection off of the air, the sky, I'm sorry, not the air. All right, so you don't need much. I'm not trying to overdo it, not trying to make it completely blue, but maybe just a little bit of, hold it back around here. And it's really okay that it's got these creases, just kind of enhance them, as it were. Okay, so then I'm going to switch out my color. So I've got a little more on here than I really needed. So I'm just going to dump it into a little container here. And you don't really need to clean it too much before you put the pearl in. It's okay if it has a little bit of the blue in there. So I've got this, like I said, this pearl sheen color. And this you're going to go all over everything. You're just going to cover the thing. And this is what makes it look, you can spray it out, but you're not going to see much there. So this is just what's going to give it kind of a shiny, icebergy look. I don't know if you can even see this or not, but I can. Looks kind of shiny. Just kind of keep going. Just keep, it's better to have this on a turntable, obviously, because then you have a little more control over, otherwise you're going to end up with stops and starts, and it's not going to look right. So you want to cover as much of this as you can. And as it dries and the sun and the light hits it, you'll really be able to see. Yeah, let's make sure that back is in the back. Wow. Alrighty. Still going around. Give it a pretty good coating. At least use up what you put in your pot, don't waste it. I think I'm down to the little bit of blue that was in the pots now coming through the thing. So we really got a blue iceberg. It wasn't really. Okay, so there we go. Now we have really got more blue on there than I had anticipated. But that's okay because it's, like I said, it just depends on where the sun hits it. So, okay, so there's that. I'm going to come back and put a little bit of water on here, and then we'll fix our little dudes and we'll be done. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to take some blue buttercream that I made here. You can use royal icing if you'd like, or you could cover the whole thing with fondant. I did that before with fondant and piping gel, and the piping gel as it dries kind of pulls away from the fondant, so that wasn't really the best choice. But I've just got some white buttercream here that I put sky blue in. I didn't exactly mix it up completely because I kind of wanted it to look like it was, had little white caps in it. But by the time we get it on here, it'll probably be all mixed up anyways. But yeah, just go ahead and I'm just going to put the buttercream on here. like water. And I use the sky blue because it's the closest to the color of our actual iceberg, so it kind of looks like it was, you know, the reflection off the water. So anyhow, let's just get some of this on here and then we can spread it around.